So I'm here today in Marosvásárhely with Adam Bass. We have an event we're working. It's called the Szövetségi Képviselők Tanácsa, which is basically sort of a meeting of representatives of Parliament and also Adam Bass party members in the kind of county level. There's like 130 people here. So Marosvásárhely is cool. I haven't had a chance to explore the city center a whole lot, but I like what I've seen so far. We're meeting in the Kultúrpalota, which is sort of palace of culture. It's cool. It's like a early 20th century building. It was built right before World War One by one of the mayors, the then mayor of Marosvásárhely, and every corner of the interior is dedicated in some way to important cultural figures from Hungary's history, mostly authors and musicians and such, but a few poets and whatnot too. So I'll show you guys around a little bit.
And so here you can see me walking up to the exterior of the Kultúrpalota. The kind of architectural style, you'll see it better in a second here, of the building is Art Nouveau. This was a popular architectural style in Hungary at the end of the 19th century. You can get a better look at it there. We see kind of another example here on the left, which is a sort of administrative building, I think, that Marosvásárhely uses. I think the mayor's office might be in that building. And I'll zoom in here for you, and you notice I think that's a little statue of the turul, so the mythical Hungarian bird. But yeah, these are both, this building, the Kultúrpalota, in this Art Nouveau style, seem to have been really popular in Hungary at kind of the turn of the last century. So if you go to, for instance, Szabadka in northern Serbia, that's a former Hungarian city, there's lots of examples of Art Nouveau architecture there as well, but also just kind of throughout Hungary. If you, students of architecture will find it. It's a really neat style, I think, personally. And yeah, this is kind of right here in the city center, so very close to the main square, and we're going to go check out the interior. Yeah, so here, this is the main landing, the main entryway to the Kultúrpalota. I didn't have time to capture everything, but notice some murals here on the walls. All of the murals inside kind of depict certain scenes from Hungarian cultural history. But the main landing, the main floor, is really very ornate. Got a little statue there of Franz Josef. Going up the stairs, you'll notice inside the Kultúrpalota they have these little kind of decorated windows everywhere. So this is Móri Okai, a portrait of him. He was a famous Hungarian novelist in the 19th century. I think his most famous book is probably as Arany Ember, so the man with the golden touch, which actually achieved a little bit of popularity outside of Hungary. It was kind of well known within Europe, I think. Coming up here to the second floor, there's actually a little entryway to the main concert hall in there. I didn't have time to check it out because it looks like a pianist. I think a pianist from the orchestra was practicing in there at that time. So the Marosvásárhely Orchestra practices in the Kultúrpalota. Coming up towards the third floor, we have a decorated window here of Kossuth Lajos. He, of course, is one of the bigger names, one of the more important leaders of the 1848 revolution, a very famous figure in Hungary's political history. Up here on the third floor, we had one area kind of closed off there on the left for a conference for our event. Over here is a bust of Ludwig Beethoven. He's German, so I'm not exactly sure what he's doing in there, but that's fine. And then that's actually the entrance to the Marosvásárhely Museum, which I couldn't go in, but you can see there a little portrait of Petőfi Sándor, again, a very famous Hungarian poet from the 19th century, tragically died after the 1848 revolution. On the other side, we have Munkács Mihály, a Hungarian painter, actually achieved a lot of fame abroad at the time. Even in the United States, his paintings toured the U.S., which is kind of significant. You'll notice these windows are decorated with like these artistic motifs. That's like a harp, right? Here we have Erkel Ferenc, who composed the hymnus, among other things, of the Hungarian anthem. He also did an opera that's kind of well known within Hungary about László Hunyadi. So that's the brother of Mátyás Király, who tragically was executed. This is a bust of Bernardi György, who is the mayor of Marosvásárhely, who commissioned the Kultúrpalota. So there's lots of plaques dedicated to him throughout the building and elsewhere in Marosvásárhely. Like I said, you can see that harp motif a little bit better there in that window. Some of the other ones have decorated with themes of like the arts and natural sciences. This is Liszt Ferenc, or Franz Liszt, as he's better known in the West. A little bit of a controversial being here, maybe, because he didn't speak Hungarian very well, but he considered himself Hungarian, was born in Hungary, donated a lot of his estate to the state of Hungary, so he's honored across the Hungarian world. And thanks for joining me on the tour. That's about it.